Hi, I'm Joanna Nagler, and welcome to Senior Stretch. So one of the things that's really important as we get older is to stretch, and a lot of us aren't very good at it. So I'm creating these very short videos that'll help us stay nice and limber. So we're going to sit in a seated position just like this. If this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to sit this way, but notice what I'm doing with my feet. I'm connecting my calves to the floor by bending my ankles and curling my toes back towards my shins. It's called flexing your feet so that you're sitting up tall. If you can sit with your legs crossed, then go ahead and sit cross-legged. If you need to put something under your butt, like a book or a block, feel free to do that. We're going to start with the hands. So intertwine the fingers and take the palms away. Notice how you're turning the biceps towards each other and just giving a good stretch to the fingers and the wrists. And then bring the biceps by the ears and just wait for a moment, breathing naturally and normally. And then bringing those hands forward, letting the wrists let go. We all spend a lot of time at the keyboard, so this is really great for the wrists and the fingers and the hands. Come on out and shake the hands like you're shaking water off them. And then small circles one direction, small circles the other direction. Shake like there's water. And then one more time, intertwine the fingers, sitting up tall, taking the palms away, biceps by the ears, reach a little bit, and then draw those arms out. From here, we're going to take the fingers wide. We're going to set the fingertips facing the hips, not away from the hips, but facing the hips, about 3 inches back. You're going to lean into the hands are wide, fingers are wide. Push from the palms and lift up. Right here we want to soften our forehead, lift our throat and our chest. If you want more, bend your elbows and push your chest toward the ceiling. Then come on out nice and lightly. Hands on the hips and tip the head back and forth. Take some small circles one direction, taking care to keep the shoulders level. You can go as slowly or as quickly as you like here. If you find a stuck place, just slow down and breathe through it. Then other direction, we're starting in a very tight small circle, and then we're working a little bit bigger. Then come on out, take your left forearm parallel, draw your left wrist back. So notice that the forearm is parallel and the wrist is bending and the hand is coming back. Other side, forearm parallel, drawing the hand back. Come on out and take the legs out in front of you and just shake them. Shake them across the mat. And then with your hands on the floor, like we did before, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Small circles one direction and small circles the other direction. Then walk yourself into what's called Baddha Konasana in yoga. So we were taught in gym class to bring the heels in nice and tight. You don't need to do that. Just find a comfortable position, so a nice easy diamond. Hang on. If you're more flexible, take your elbows and push them into your shins and take a nice opening in the hips. Then hands to the toes and move the toes back and forth. Then we're going to walk ourselves right into a straddle. Now, if you're over 50 and you haven't done much stretching, you won't get as open a stance as I have here. So if your legs are here, flex your feet, take your hands to your shins, and draw yourself forward in gentle motions. If you can, touch the floor with both hands. Or if you're super flexible, take your forearms down. You're trying to move forward with your head. If your legs are more flexible, flex those feet, just like we talked about before. Get the calves down and come forward on your fingertips, your palms, or your forearms. Again, don't let the feet go slack. Flex them, keep the calves aiming toward the floor, and ease yourself forward. Come on out, shake out the legs. And we're going right to a forward bend. So in the forward bend, again, we want to curl the toes, bend the ankles. And watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to take my fingers wide and reach pretty much as high as I can here. Then lift the belly and reach for the outer edges of shins, ankles, or feet. You're going to draw your belly towards your thighs and your head towards your feet. Now, if you're super tight here, you may only be this far, that's okay. You're just doing whatever your body likes to do or can do. Nice and easy, walk yourself back into a Baddha Konasana stretch with a little bit of press from the elbows if you like. Then come on out with the knees together, take your hands underneath the foot, both hands intertwined, and extend the leg. Notice I'm turning the biceps towards each other here, so not hyperextension, but turn the biceps towards each other. Your leg might be here, it might be all the way straight, doesn't matter. We don't care about the straight leg, we care more about the stretch. Come on out, other side, hands under the left foot, you're going to extend that leg up, bent or straight, doesn't matter. Then come on out, shake out the legs, and that's our first senior stretch. There'll be more, so tune in for Nagler Senior Stretch, Nagler Power Yoga and Flow Yoga and Pilates. Thanks so much for joining me.